Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for today, medyo kakaiba yung gagawin natin. Kasi gagawa tayo ng full face glam look. But, we're going to be comparing si Vice Kavogue palette at saka si Vice X and Clutz Eyeshadow palette. Napansin ko kasi, dito sa dalawang palette na meron ako, meron silang sort of common shades. Ito. Ayan o, diba? Mapapansin mo medyo common yung shades niya. Specifically, I'm talking about Amal's at saka si Rainabelle's. Let me give you a swatch. Ito si Kavogue palette. Si Rainabelle's. Don't mind my kuko. Okay. And then, ito naman si Amal's. From the Clutz palette. Mas brighter lang ng konti si Amal's, but parang nasa parehas siyang, alam mo yun, orange family compared kay Rainabelle's. So, tingnan natin. Although it came from the same manufacturer at saka same company, I just want to check if comparable ba yung collaboration products and of course the same or the ano ba tawag doon? Homegrown product. Hindi ko alam. Basta ganon. Tingnan natin. Nilinis ko na po yung face ko. Mukha lang hindi malinis pero nilinis ko na yan. And let's start! So for my face, I'm not going to be using a primer anymore, but this one, I am highly recommending for you to get this. This is the Yves. Hindi ko ni-research kung paano basahin to, but I feel Yves Rocher. Yan yung brand na Zero Default Liquid Foundation. And according to the packaging, it's a 10-hour wear. I don't really feel like wearing a foundation on my skin for that long. But I've tried this product and it's so beautiful on the skin. So natural looking. Hindi siya matte, pero hindi rin siya dewy. So I'm going to put this all over the face. So for the base, pare-parehas lang yung base natin kasi doon tayo sa eyeshadow magkakatalo-talo. Oops. So mapapansin nyo dito sa product na to, medium ang coverage niya, pero buildable. Ayan. So, diba, nakita nyo yung difference nung before and after. Ang ganda nung kinalabasan. I don't know, I feel like itong foundation na to complements the skin instead of really making it look too made up, if you know what I mean. Parang ganon. Okay, and then let's move on to concealer. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. So, kung ano man yung excess concealer natin, gagawin ko na rin siyang primer para sa eyelid. Now, it's time to powder. I'm going to be putting a lot of powder underneath the eyes kasi hindi ko alam kung magkakaroon ba ng fallout. Okay, so before anything else, kailangan meron tayong eyebrows. So for that, I'm going to be using my Spotlight Cosmetics Megahit Eyebrow Pencil with Spoolie in the shade Classic Brown. And I will be right back. Ayan, meron na tayong kilay. Nilinis ko na rin yan. And then after that, ang gagawin natin would be contour. And my favorite contour product is of course this face palette. Ang gagamitin natin is brush. Magko-contour lang tayo. I like doing my contour first kasi dun ko na ano kung matapang ba yung face shape na nagawa ko para umayon yung eyeshadow makeup. Parang ganon. I don't know. Feeling ko lang. Hindi pa naman sobrang perfect nung contour na gagawin natin. Para lang magkaroon ng basic shape. Of course, I also like to contour the nose. And for that, I'm going to be using my angled fluffy brush. This one. And we're going to start from the tip of the eyebrow. Don't worry kung mukha siyang harsh kasi i-blend pa naman natin siya. Then, I'm going to get a thinner brush. And I'm going to continue lining down my nose. Okay, I'm also going to contour the bottom of my lower lip. And then, using the fluffy angled brush, I'm going to blend. Okay, so that's it for the face. Sa ngayon, magsa-start na tayo sa eyeshadow. Okay, parehas may light eyeshadow color, si Kavogue palette tsaka si Clutz palette. For this one, gagamitin natin si Lucky Commenter and we will put that all over the lids, and the Vice X Clutz makeup will cover the right side of my face, and the Kavogue palette naman will be on the left side of my face. So si Kavogue, I will be using Classic, itong matte cream color. So doon pa lang sa dalawang shade na yun, may pagkakaiba na siya, but it's fine. I think we can work with it. I think I can also get away using the same brush. Uunahin ko lang si Classic ni Kavogue palette para lighter shade. At ilalagay natin yan all over the lids. Okay. And then using the same brush, pupunta tayo kay Lucky Commenter. And then we will also set the lids with this shade. So dito pa lang, makikita nyo na mas yellowish si Lucky Commenter compared kay Classic ng Kavogue palette. But since malapit siya parehas sa skin tone ko, I think I can get away with the shade. I'll try to as much as possible deposit the same color intensity para makita nyo yung difference nila. So now moving on, I think we need to use the browns in this palette. I will be using itong brown na to. I think that one is Coffee is Life. And then I'll be using a flat brush for this. Gagawin lang natin siyang transition shade. So as you can see, kahit transition shade lang natin siya for today, dinedeposit ko muna yung pinaka-color by patting the product para makuha natin yung full opacity niya. Tinataas ko siya ng konti, mas mataas sa aking natural crease kasi monolid yung eyes ko. So when I open my eyes, normally hindi na nakikita yung eyeshadow. Kaya mas maganda kung medyo mataas siya. And we're going to blend the outer edges. So I feel like I got the full color payoff of this shade. Ibe-blend ko na lang yung outer edges and then I will start with the other eye. Okay, using the Kavogue palette, I'm going to use Filingera, this shade, na I feel like malapit dun sa shade ni Clutz palette. I'm going to use a different eyeshadow brush. Ayan, so medyo magkahawig yung color. Now using a clean brush, let's just blend the edges. Intensify pa natin tong isang eye. Okay, so I feel like yung color payoff nitong Kavogue palette is naka-max na rin. So, i-blend na lang natin yung edges. Okay, now, we are going to be using the orange shade in the palette, which is kay Clutz, itong Amals. Meron pa dito na isa pang orange. Ito, actually dalawa. Pero medyo malayo na kasi siya dun sa Kavogue palette na shade. So we will be using Amals instead. And we are going to put that in the center and all over the lids. Medyo hindi ako happy dun sa color deposit using a natural fiber brush and a synthetic brush. I forgot, di ko alam kung binasa ko ba siya before. Pero anyway, let's go back to the synthetic brush at basahin natin siya. I-foil natin si Amals. Ayun, mas maganda nga siya na naka-foil. So with this shadow, it's best kung pinapat yung product. Lalo na kung synthetic na brush ang gagamitin nyo, tapos nabasa siya. Kasi, para hindi mag-crumble yung product. So, ganyan yung itsura. Okay, now let's try. I feel like maganda na yung color deposit ni Amals. Kitang-kita naman, nagpa-pop out siya. So, let's try naman si Reina Bells. Di ko alam kung kailangan din siya naka-foil. Let's try first na hindi. I'm also using a synthetic dense brush. Okay. So, same. We need to foil it when using a synthetic brush. So, ito na. Ito na yung pinaka-color payoff ng dalawang palette. Ang napansin ko lang, itong kay Amals, meron siyang reddish undertone. Tapos ito namang kay Kavogue palette, si Reina Bells, meron siyang brown undertone. Okay? So, whatever is left on our brushes, ilalagay din natin siya sa ilalim. And then, itong kabila naman. And then, we are going to be blending the edges. Ano pa? Blend. Let's blend the upper portion as well. Tik na. Yan. And then, both of the palettes actually have a sort of like a black shade. Ito, si Wigwam. Itong black na to. Plantita. Itong shade na to. Lalagay natin yan sa outer corner para magkaroon ng drama yung ating eyeshadow look. I think I want to use the same brush that I used for the browns. Kasi naubos na yung brush ko. Okay. So, let's start with the unclothed side. Ito yung parang black pero dark brown. Then, i-concentrate lang natin siya dun sa outer corner. I feel like yung brush na gamit ko would not do the trick. So, let's get a more denser brush for that. Or maybe I should just foil it para try natin. Kasi wala na akong brush na pang ganyan. Nope. Nagwala. Word. Okay. Wala na akong brush na gamit ko na siya. So, I'm using actually a blending brush already. A more precise one. Yan. So, dinedeposit muna natin yung color sa outer corner. Like so. So far, guys, wala pa namang major fallout. So, it's a good thing. Okay. And then, whatever is left sa ilalim. Dun lang din sa outer corner. Don't worry kung medyo lumalagpas siya kasi lilinisin naman natin siya later. Okay, and then, of course, blend. Now, let's move on to the other side. I'll try to use the same brush. I feel like this is dense enough para mag-deposit siya ng magandang color. But last time kasi si Wigwam, ano ba? Hindi ako ganun ka-happy sa color deposit niya eh. Ayan o. So, marami siya sa brush. Pero once you put it on your eye, and take note, I'm using a patting motion. To help with the intense color deposit, but it's not doing a really good job. I'm not sure if I should change brush or if I should wet it. Ito pa, meron pa akong isang dense brush here. So I'm just really poking the palette really hard para lumabas yung pigment. And I'm patting it on. I'm expecting a lot of fallout kasi nga I'm trying to deposit as much pigment as I can. But I think unfortunately konti lang yung pigment. Let's try to wet the brush a little kasi I remember na ito yung nagbuo nung binasa ko nung pinoil ko siya. Ayan. So, mukha naman siyang okay. But, same as my previous review with this palette, si Wigwam lang yung medyo kulang sa color payoff. Okay, now let us blend. I'm using a clean brush and I'm going to blend both eyes. Okay, and of course, let us put some highlights in the inner corner. Medyo nahirapan ako dito, but itong si Ann Clutz, meron siyang ACB na shade, which is this one. Para siyang ganyan na shade. Medyo orangey rose gold. Tapos, itong si Kavogue, meron siyang, ito na lang siguro kasi ayan, ito yung highlighter dun sa Kavogue palette. Sobrang layo nung shades nilang dalawa. Alam ko na. I will be using the face palette, using this as my inner corner highlight on this side. And I'm going to be using itong shade naman na to ng Kavogue palette, which is very near the face palette. I feel like, you know, mukha naman siyang magkaparehas. Kasi walang walang similar shade. Tried and tested naman kasi itong Ann Clutz face palette. Ayan o. Wow! Gender. Dami ko lilinising brush ngayon ha. Okay, and now, dun tayo kay Kavogue. Ano ba shade yun? Katabi ni Wigwam, si Maharlika. Ayan. Let's see. Lumalaban si Maharlika. Mas pink lang si Maharlika compared kay face palette. Ayan. Oh my god. So blinding. Ngayon, dahil parehas namang may blush tsaka highlight si Ann Clutz at si Kavogue palette, let's see kung comparable din yun highlighter, etc. sa face. But first of all, let's brush away our powder. And then, let's go and put some lashes. I'll be right back. Ayan. So, after an hour of struggling with these lashes, hindi ko alam kung, can you tell me kung okay ba yung Showdown na glue? Pero kasi, nung nilagay ko siya, talagang naiyak talaga ako. Hanggang sa nasira na yung eyeshadow. So, ang tagal ko siyang inaayos. Anyway, ito na yung eyes natin. As you can see, parang parehas na parehas siya, diba? Ayan, o. So, yun ang pansinin yung eyelashes, ha? Kasi, halos binugbog ko na yung eyelashes para lang dumikit siya ng maayos. Kasi nga, yung glue na meron ako doesn't work or did not work as expected. Okay, so let me just dust off whatever. And then, let's continue with the face. For the contour and the blush, I'll be using on this side, of course, the Ann Clutz palette. And for the other side, syempre, si Vice ko Kavogue palette dito. Ayan, kasi meron din siyang blush and also highlighter. So, for this side, I'm going to be using an angled brush. And I'm going to use, of course, itong blush on from Ann Clutz face palette. About the eyeshadow, I'm really very happy kasi very minimal to none yung fallout, and I love it. So I think a lot of you would agree with me na maganda talaga yung blush dito sa Ann Clutz palette. Siguro yung pinaka-close kay Ann Clutz would be this flower, Pinkaloo. So, kukunin natin si Pinkaloo. Masyadong malaki yung brush ko for the pan. There you go. Konting tap. Oh my god. Mas pigmented. To think na sobrang lambot nitong brush na to. Dinamihan ko kasi hindi ako sure kung pigmented ba. Oh my god. Pinkaloo nga. Ayan, okay na ba? Teka ha, medyo blend pa natin ito ng konti. Then, let's go to highlighter. So, for Clutz, I'll be using this. Oh, wow. Grabe talaga tong highlighter na to. Grabe oh, ganda. Okay. And then for the other side, I'm going to be using this brush. At gagamitin natin nasa ilalim ni Pinkaloo, which is si Maharlika. I think it's the same shade that we used in the inner corner. Oh, hindi ka bibiguin ni Maharlika. Ganda oh. Yung ginamit kong highlight and contour sa nose, yung face palette yun, ha? Now for the lips. Hindi ko naman na kailangan pag-awayin si Clutz palette at saka si Kavogue palette kasi hanggang mata lang naman talaga yung ni-review natin. So for this lips, maganda yata nude. So, I'm going to be, kasi ang lipstick ko lang na ng Vice ko is the GGSS. So, it's a very red lip product. So, I'm going to be using BUDOL is Real. Is it BUDOL is Real? BUDOL. Ayan, ng Clutz collection. This is a brick color. Tama, diba? Brick. Ayan. Oh my god, so pretty. Ganda. And then, i-strengthen natin ng konti yung brown contour para lang mas defined yung ating cheeks. Jawline. So, there you go. Ito yung ating finished makeup look. Ganda. Ayun guys. So, overall, ito po yung nabuo ng Clutz eyeshadow palette. At ito naman yung look na nabuo nung Vice Kavogue Everyday Full Face Palette. Yan. Okay. Final thoughts. Since, syempre, they came from the same company, maganda lang malaman na that even though it's a collaboration work, the product consistency did not change. So, it means that importante pa rin talaga ang quality ng product for any brand. And as you can see, ayan, it was able to come up with the same, almost the same look. From afar, it looks similar, but actually the formulation and the pigmentation of both palettes are very different. As I mentioned, this side, yung kay Clutz, nasa cool tone yung brown. But when it comes to the orange shade, nandun siya sa warm. Ito naman kay Vice ko Kavogue palette, nasa warm undertone yung browns, but yung orange shade is nasa cool side naman. For the highlighters, talagang maganda kasi yung quality ng highlighter ng face palette, but hindi naman magpapatalo si Kavogue Everyday palette. Kasi, tinan mo naman yung highlight blush na ginamit ko sa side na to. Napakaganda. I used it on my inner corner and of course, the usual place that we highlight. In terms of pigmentation, it's a bit different, but they're both buildable and very pigmented. Magkaiba lang talaga yung, siguro yung shade. Kasi ang pangit naman ko, parehas na parehas, diba? Pinilit ko lang naman kasi na magkamukha siya. Okay? So, compared sa dalawa, I feel like, wait ha, they are actually, they have the same, compared sa dalawa kasi, itong Clutz and Kavogue, parehas sila ng amount. 395, 395. Ayan. Although this is more versatile in the sense that nandito na yung blush tsaka yung highlighter, but this is more playful in terms of the color combination in this palette. And at the same time, mas maraming product itong Clutz eyeshadow palette compared dito kay Kavogue. Mas maraming product ito. So, in terms of sulit, meron siyang pros and cons. Ito, sulit because marami kang product na makukuha and at the same time, mas marami kang looks na magagawa. Ito naman, sulit kasi andito na yung highlighter mo, nandito na rin yung blush on. But in terms of the product size and the quantity, mas marami talaga tong si Clutz. But regardless, for me, they're both very good products. Ayan. So, ayun nga. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have other things that you would like me to try and review, please let me know down in the comment section. And please do subscribe if you have not already and like this video. Stay tuned for my other videos. I'll try to upload them as much as I can. And again, Happy New Year everyone. Bye!